I'm going to show you how to get that stretchy elastic band effect that I'm going to do to complete the bottom section of our work here. Now for this part, I'm going to switch on over to a 3.5mm crochet hook, as well as this elastic band that's right here. That's like, it's like yarn, but it's an elastic band. I'll also leave this in the description box below. Now you want to start by turning your work inside out. Now I want you to go ahead and get started by wrapping the elastic band around your index finger just like that. And then I'm going to start at the outer edges here. Now the point of the elastic band is to cinch in the torso or the midsection of our blouse, which means that we're going to have to do our stitches really tightly together so that we can bring the stitches closer together to cinch it in. But I'll demonstrate what I mean. Now starting at the outer edges, so this is the bust section. I'm going to start right here. And I'll only be working in the stitches at the back as well, because I don't want the elastic band to show in the front. So I'm going to start by inserting my hook through the stitch that's right here. Yarn over and pull the elastic band through, and then I'm just going to make a slip stitch on that. And now I'm going to work in sets of 2s to pull each of the stitches together. So in the stitch beside it, I'm going to insert my hook under the stitch. But I'm also going to insert the hook under the stitch right beside it. And then I'm going to yarn over and pull it through. And then pull that through the loop on the hook. That's how you do a slip stitch. And I'm pretty much going to continue that going all around. So you'll see the next stitch here and here. The aim is to bring each of the stitches closer together. So I'm going to insert it under. And under the stitch on this side as well. Yarn over and pull it through. Now I'm also not making my slip stitches very large, right? I want to make them very small, very tight, so that we can cinch the stitches together. And I'm going to do that going across the row. So here and here, yarn over and pull it through. Here and here, we yarn over and we pull it through. Here and here, we yarn over and pull through. Here and here, we yarn over and pull through. And I want you to continue that going all the way across. So this is how mine looks so far. The most important tip that I can give you as you're doing your slip stitches of the elastic band going across is that you need to ensure that it's in the same row, right? So you don't want to stray off and start slip stitching into another row. You need to ensure that it's in the same row. So I'd advise that you can take a beat and look at your work to ensure that it's going in that straight line going across. And of course, as we turn our work from the bust, your work should start at the very top. So again, you take your stitch here, and I'm gonna do the stitch right here. pull it through, and complete the slip stitch here and here. Pull those through and complete the slip stitch. And just like I did before, I'm just going to go ahead and continue until I've completed the entire row. Now, once you finish your row, you should already see that bunching for the cinch that we're looking for. And you'll also see here at the beginning where we started here, and I just did my last slip stitch right here. So now it's time for us to start our next row. Now, as we work through our rows, we'll be working in a spiral. So just like I did my single crochets where I didn't close out the round or anything like that, I kind of just jumped right into the upcoming round. I'm going to do the same for my slip stitches as well. So you'll see here where the slip stitches we just did was for the row right here. So I'm gonna jump in the row right below it. So this row right here. And that row starts with this stitch. So I'm gonna insert my hook under the first loop that's right there, as well as the loop in the stitch right below it. So it's this one. Yarn over, pull through, and complete my slip stitch. And once I've identified that, I know that the row that I'm working in is this row that's right here, and I'm just going to continue my slip stitches going across as I did in the previous row. Now the first row is the hardest row to do. All the other rows should be fairly simple going forward, as once you identify your stitch here and here, these are the stitches that I'll be bringing together. Again, remember to keep your slip stitches really tight. So we don't want to pull on the stitch like that. We want to keep it really tight so that we can pull that cinch all the way in. There and there. Pull through, complete your slip stitch. Under both, like that. Yarn over, and then we complete the slip stitch. And that's really all it takes, guys. So I want you to go ahead, going all the way around, and complete your slip stitch in each stitch, just like I've demonstrated. And when you get all the way back around here, then we just jump to the next row, and the next, and the next, and the next, until your work is complete. Now to close out my round, I'm going to go ahead and start by cutting the elastic band. And this is my last stitch. I'm going to yarn over and pull the band all the way through, and then I'm going to pull on it. And I'm going to do that a few times until I'm comfortable with how secure it is. So you see me pulling through a loop, I'm going to yarn over, pull that through the loop, and then pull on it, and I'm just tightening along the way. And again, as I said, I'm going to do that a few more times. So you want to pull through a loop like that, just like this one, and then I'm going to yarn over and pull the yarn through the loop, take the tail, and pull on it. It's not really going to show on that last one, but I really want the elastic bands to remain secure, especially after I try this on. So I'm going to do it a few times to ensure it stays in place. You can also do that on the stitch that's beside it. So I'm going to pull through, and tighten, and so on. Now, once you're comfortable with how secure it is, you can go ahead and cut your excess yarn. And you can even weave the yarn through the ends of your other stitches like this. Now I'm going to flip my work over to the front. And as you can see in front, we can't see the elastic band at all, but when you pull on it, you see that beautiful stretch. Now I'm going to go ahead and show you how to add the finishing touches. So I want you to grab your 5mm crochet hook again. I'm going to wrap that around my finger. And then I'm going to go ahead and do 50 chain stitches for my strap. This was the marker that I would have put on the 3 single crochets, on the second single crochet at the top for my apex. So I left that there because that's where we'll be starting our straps. So once you remove your marker, insert under, yarn over, and pull through. And then you're going to chain, so yarn over and pull that through the loop that you just created for your first chain. And again, I'm going to do 50 chains for my strap. You may do yours longer or shorter depending on the amount of support that you need for your straps. So 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm going to go ahead and continue doing my chains until I have 15 total. Once you've done your 50 chains, you can go ahead and cut your yarn. And we're going to pull that through. You can pull on it to tighten as well. And then I'm just going to weave my yarn through the ends in the back, specifically through these back bumps right here, to hide the tail of my yarn, but to also secure it. So you can go ahead and do this for your finishing touch for your straps. I'm going to do the same at the bottom, but I'm going to be weaving my ends through the sides here. And then of course you can cut your excess. Now I'm going to go ahead and do this side as well. Now that I am pretty much finished, I'm going to finish up my work by doing slip stitches along the periphery at the bottom, as well as along the periphery at the back here, right? And that's just to ensure that my work remains neat. So you're going to want to turn your work upside down like this, and we're going to work the slip stitches going from right to left going around. Now this is what my work looks like after doing the slip stitches on the bottom going all the way around. And now I'm going to show you how to close out the round altogether. And now I'm going to insert my hook under the first slip stitch that I would have done, hook my yarn to it and pull it under. And then I'm going to hook my yarn to the last slip stitch that I just done, as well as the loop underneath it. So like so. Pushing my hook through, yarn over. You want to pull that through. See that? And then you just want to weave your yarn through the ends in the back. And then do the same for the top here. Now this is the final look. I think it came out really nicely. The elastic bands that I placed on the torso, if you can see, it's also giving great support to the boob area. So I really did like that. If you have any questions at all, go ahead and leave those in the comments and I'll get back to you. And if you haven't subscribed as yet, please go ahead and do that. Now, thanks so much for watching. Bye!